A couple weeks ago, there was a Mediaite report where they talked about several ex-staffers who said they were sexually harassed by Crowder, constantly whipping his dick out or even texting dick pictures to them.
That's how Ethan and I communicate with one another for the leftovers. Yeah.
That's the pre-show planning right there.
Yeah.
So
form of sign language.
So now there's a new scoop coming out by the same company saying that 4 Steven Crowder staffers exited the show after intense interrogations and insane NDAs in the wake of Cockgate.
What gate?
Cockgate.
Cockgate?
Yeah. Cockgate. So here, check this out. Steven Crowder made all of his employees sign a draconian $100,000 breach of contract penalty if they talk to anyone about the show, which I'm sure that's illegal.
Are men not allowed to be men anymore, is what I ask?
No.
I mean, back in the day, men were allowed to whip their cocks out at their staffers and do whatever they want.
Friends, your family
we
members.
used to have rape buttons, bro. It was all good.
Yeah, it was Matt Lauer.
Yeah, Matt Lauer button.
Matt Lauer's button. Now we have to do other kinds of buttons to stop the broadcast.
Yeah.
Because goddamn woke liberal left coming after us, dude.
Times have
That is
changed,
mind-blowing.
man.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Back in the day, you could, kidnap and engage in imprisonment of a coworker that you fancy. Now you can't even say it.
Now I can't even fantasize openly and verbally about it.
Yeah.
How did you become gay?
So the beautiful irony is this is, of course, he's sitting down all of his employees and he's like, I will fucking kill you if you talk about this show again. And then immediately 5 people went to Mediaite and reported on their conversation. Is that awesome? 5 current and former staff members. The people who are still in his midst. He still has moles. The agreement, which was reviewed by Mediaite, were emails to current Louder with Crowder employees on July 26 and read in part, employee maintains its promise and covenant. Okay, bro, it's not fucking, we're not talking about Jesus Christ here. There's no covenant.
That's what you think.
I'm just trying to make money. Covenant and not disclose confidential information as defined in the amendment. Company will provide employee with confidential information during the period in which employee is employed by company.
Can I just say something?
Or they'll
really
be liable for $100,000. Go ahead.
A lot of companies have these kinds of NDAs and non-compete clauses that they have, some of which is legally enforceable. Others are not, depending on your state, especially if you're in California. Good luck getting any kind of NDA to be enforced. However, one thing that I guess find really funny is for example, if you work for like a big weapons manufacturer, let's say you work at like Lockheed Martin, right? There's a lot of proprietary technology that they do not want in the hands of their competitors, Northrop Grumman, Boeing, yada, yada. So I like to think that Steven Crowder's penis is the proprietary technology that they do not want out there. They're like, dude, this is really important for the content creation process. Please do not show anyone else or tell anyone else that I'm whipping my dick out, doing a helicopter, putting it on your fucking shoulder in meetings. This is very important. It's a very important part.
What do you call it when you like take your dick or your ball skin and tuck it over your dick?
I was just thinking,
Hamburger?
that one guy.
The hamburger.
Yeah, that one guy taught us. From
My
TikTok.
friends, my hamburgering is a matter of national security. Do you think the 14-year statute should apply to Steven's cock?
Yeah, Steven's penis should also be
domain.
no longer be paywalled.
Yeah.
We should all see it. He wants to show it to the world. Show it to the world.
Hamburger with your dick in your balls.
Oh, right.
There it
That's
is.
where I heard it. So let's see here. He made them agree to this. I hereby acknowledge that said damages are reasonable, dumbass, and do not constitute a penalty. And I further agree that I will not contest the reasonableness of said liquidated damages in any such action commenced by either party with respect to this amendment. So there's zero fucking shot that's legal. And I guarantee these people
they're
are
in
not
Texas.
even... I don't know. Like...
Bro, Texas is fucking wild. Like, Texas is
Dude, how are you going to make somebody... And I'm sure he pays his employees dog shit just because he's a scumbag. But there's no... the chances are most of them are not even making $100,000 a year.
No, absolutely.
So you're going to work for a month and then go into debt to Crowder?
Yeah. It's... there's two sides of the story that I find particularly funny. One is that like these guys are like, I got skin in the game, dog. Like I really just want to do like super reactionary, white supremacist, anti-worker videos without having your cock on my shoulder. You know what I mean? Like I'm in it for the love of the game.
Right.
Like, I love presenting the ideas out to the world. I want to be a part of the content creation process. Like I'm a doughy-eyed right-wing zealot.
Right.
And now all of a sudden you're interfering with that process, and that's kind of fucked up.
It's not cool.
In many ways, it's so funny. It's like, do you remember that article that came out? I think it was on the Atlantic like a couple years back, where it was like alt-right women are very upset that the alt-right men are mistreating them.
Well, it's like it's like the English or Americans that go to ISIS and then they come back. They're like, the men are actually super mean there.
Yeah, like what are you expecting? What the fuck are you?
Why the alt-right's most famous women disappear?
No, this is a newer article. This is I think there was another one.
They were buried apparently under the floorboards of Nathaniel Klansman.
Yeah, there's another one that was like Faith Goldie and Lauren Southern, and like all these alt-right women were like very upset that the white alt-right women are terribly upset that alt-right men are treating them terribly.
What are you talking about, girl? I see you on Twitter all the time, backing them up. These are the alpha males that you dream of.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what was your expectation?
Listen, lady, I like your takes on Twitter, but it ain't right for a woman to be talking out like that. Now I'm going to need you.
Coming out and being like, wow, everyone around me is so racist. I hate that. They do not value my opinion at all.
Yeah, people here at the Daily Wire don't seem to like black people that much.
Well, she doesn't like black people that much either.
Right,
so
fair. So let's see. Yeah, they had to sign the NDA by Friday.
Bad stuff to happen to black people.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay,
Your answer to that.
Bro.
Hold on. Your response.
No, it's white people. That's what I don't want.
Right. Or specifically Dan Crenshaw.
Oh no, I would never.
Let's not go there.
To his
I'm wearing his
Let's not go there.
state flag right now on my chest. What do you mean? Which can substitute for Chile, Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? You can. I love this. This is so versatile. Like whoever wants to get a piece can get a piece.
It does look yeehaw though.
Yeah, Lone Star baby.
So he said, y'all got to sign this NDA by Friday. And response, his staff is just leaving in Exodus, which is fantastic. We're having a Louder with Crowder diaspora, actually, at this moment.
They're in exile.
Steven was livid, a source close to Rumble told Mediaite. He and Gerald Morgan, his producer, that little
Peter Pan.
Huh?
Don't we call him Peter Pan? Was it
Peter Pan.
Yeah.
That creepy bald dude. Just to describe his physical appearance, Dan, not to denigrate his lack of hair.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you specified that.
Yeah.
I'm a bald activist.
Don't virtue signal, Hassan. Come on.
So he said he and Gerald Morgan said they knew someone was talking to the author of this hit piece based on the article. They said whoever text messages former employees about us not being able to hang out with them would be given amnesty if we confessed by 2 p.m. Bitch thinks he's in like a spy movie. All right, if any of you just fess up to talking to the media, I'll give you amnesty, bro. We won't behead you.
Yeah, there's 0% chance he's not fucking them over big time. Okay, if I'm working at the Louder with Crowder racism factory, I'm like, nope, not telling anybody about that shit. Okay,
Hell no.
I'm keeping that to my damn self.
Yeah, he said. Let's see. If no one confessed, then they would see it as malice. No one confessed. Nobody did confess. So they started interrogating people. It sounds like a really good, healthy work environment over there.
Yeah. Well,
Was it you who talked to the media? Damn it, man!
I mean, how do you even torture Steven Crowder employees? Like, because they're playing they're playing a role in the content creation of some of the worst content anyone's ever seen. Like, what are they making you watch Steven Crowder videos? That would be fucking unbearable.
Well, he brings him in a small room, interrogation room, and he's just pantless, and they just stare at his cock until they're either so mad or relent. It doesn't work either.
That doesn't work either.
Yeah, he's a man. So he says, if you're not okay with... Oh, this is my favorite. If you're not okay, he told his employees, with guys playing with sack tap then this isn't the place for you.
What?
If you're not okay with guys playing sack
Oh, he didn't
tap,
put it in writing. I was gonna say that is definitely grounds for like legal action if he put that in writing.
I think it's.
I mean, it sounds like he said it in front of a group of people,
Yeah.
though.
Something tells me he does not have HR.
That's probably a good guess.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, my first thought
HR
was,
is his dad.
so you're gonna wrongfully terminate everybody, and you just said that for not being okay with sexual harassment.
No.
That's such a crazy thing. To
Listen, Your Honor, kind of a buzzkill when I take my dick out. That's why they're fired. After interrogation of current staffers, 4 employees departed the company. The NDA was insane, said the source close to Crowder. Most employees were scared because of it. Some talked to lawyers about it because they were afraid, but thought if they didn't sign it, that would incriminate themselves. There's like the Red Scare up in Louder with Crowder. He was intimidating. Stevens
That's what he
increasing
calls his penis.
the Red Scare.
Yeah. It's like a dog's dick. That's what I've heard. Allegedly from
Probably more like
employees.
plum colored.
It's like a lipstick.
Plum colored, like it's just beaten and fucking.
Yeah.
He's kind of like
It's
blue.
like it's
Been
like
through
lipstick,
hell.
like a dog's dick.
I had a beat on.
He just always wears a super tight cock ring, and it's just like
cutting off
looks
the
like
circulation.
like a little yam.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He was intimidating, they said. Stevens' increasing justification of his workplace sexual behavior between men makes a lot more male employees uncomfortable. He says it's joking, but it doesn't seem like a joke to anyone anymore. I love his insistence that he will not stop sexually harassing people. Damn it.
This is part of
Yeah.
the fabric of the culture.
No, that doesn't work for me either. This is a very important part of my content creation process.
No, that doesn't work either.
Here's my favorite part is that in the wake of all of this, if you basically can trace it from when he got that $50 million cash on the table offer from Daily Wire, which he shoved in their face, he has been on a collision course. His numbers have tanked, bro. Look at this guy.
Got divorced publicly, got absolutely owned by Daily Wire. There was a point there where I thought like Tim Pool would have like sided with him because it felt like the audience.
He did kind of, didn't he?
He did because
Yeah.
the audience
had him
was
on.
like, "Yeah, we do love racism. Actually, thank you."
Jordan Peterson do.
Yeah,
For 5
well,
minutes.
before he knew it was like
Idiot.
shitting on his employer.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, side note. Did you get any updates about your debate with JP?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to debate Jordan Peterson at Oxford Union Hall in I think like October or November, some point. I was very excited, and then I talked about how I was going to do the worm to him, and then immediately that night I found out that he backed out.
No.
Okay, but-
It's not related to the worm thing. That's a joke, but he
bailed.
did bail.
I knew he would bail. He
this
wouldn't do
past
that.
week. Bitch.
He wouldn't do that.
Bro.
He's a fucking coward.
I don't know why he bailed. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. My management said that he pulled out because of some scheduling conflict or whatever.
Bullshit.
I got a
wanna
tweet that
believe it.
day.
Bullshit. He
out.
can move things around.
Pull
I
out.
want to believe it. I was willing to go to fucking England to debate this guy in person. You know, I don't even like England.
Kaya's so cute. I love how she's laid out like
Yeah,
that.
she's
on the
pancaking
concrete.
right now. Kaya is, for those of you at home who can't see.
She's so long. She looks like a rug.
Yeah.
Like a stuffed rug.
Yeah, she looks like a bear rug. Oh, God.
So here's Crowder's Rumble views starting during his massive launch here in
Which, by the
Like,
way,
March?
already
Yeah,
inflated
March.
because it's Rumble, right? Like, we know that websites outside of, I mean, even YouTube has like botting problems, right? Like, every website has it. But obviously, like the more legitimate ones that especially deploy a lot of AdSense and ad revenue as their primary source of revenue generation and profits, do a fairly decent job of stopping any kind of manipulation from happening.
and they don't need it. And frankly, I think botting is fairly expensive. Like doesn't make that much sense to do it. The only reason to do it on YouTube would be ego.
Yeah. Well, you would also do it on Rumble for the same reasons.
Right, but the
and-
company has a vested interest. That's the difference.
Exactly. So, you know, there's a lot of that happening in Rumble for sure. One really good way to identify that is if you look at that same exact website, are the daily active users when Steven Crowder's not there, are they consistent? Are they, are they high? And I don't believe their VOD views are legitimate either. But there it was. He barely broke 100,000 views.
Check this out, man. His most recent video on the platform barely broke 100,000 views. And his preceding video only has 59,000.
I should say that is now outdated because this was published earlier this week or last week, because just the other day he had his big comeback, which we're going to be talking about in a second, which has gotten, I checked this morning, I think it's at 1 million views, which is still a big drop, but
You know what?
it's a big announcement. So
Comeback actually means something different to Crowder. That's when he comes on his employee's back.
Yeah,
Literally.
not even a joke. Don't laugh at that. That's
But
illegal to laugh at.
If you go to his YouTube channel, and I know he's basically migrated to Rumble, but he's still been posting here consistently, and they used to get decent views, but here's a full episode, an hour
God
10, 110,000. This one has 61,000. Well, this one has 600,000, so congratulations, I guess, on that. This one has 49,000. I mean, it is a graveyard here.
Oh no, the bell is ringing for Steven Crowder's YouTube, brother.
This is your father. Join me. Join me, Crowder.
Oh no.
Together we can expose our dicks to the denizens of hell.
Yeah, looking at his YouTube vids, man. His Mug Club announcement, 63,000 views. So It Begins, Louder with Crowder, 124,000 views. Hottest Day Ever, 110K views. It's crazy that a channel that was like consistently uploading videos went to uploading videos like twice a month, from daily to twice a month, and their viewership did not adjust, because the reality is, if you're uploading daily, your view counts are supposed to be lower. If you
right.
like the difference between a channel like mine, for example, where I upload daily, I'm always gonna have if I get like 200 to 300,000 views a video, but I'm uploading daily, that's good. If I were to make like longer, more comprehensive analysis videos on my YouTube page and I uploaded twice a month, that would probably mean that I would get views that accumulate and probably be like 1 million plus per video.
Correct.
He's had the exact opposite,
Right.
where he's like uploading twice or 3 times or 4 times a month instead of like every day, and his view